Hello, take a few breaths up, and then when you're ready, yes, we got it. Okay, up and exhale, and up and inhale and exhale, and up and exhale, and two, and up, and one. Now stay here and then just do a little, now it's kind of like a half a squat, but do what you can. 10, 9, in other words, work the range of motion that's good for you. 7, 6, 5, 4, waking up the inner thighs. 3, 2, now stay here and open up your arms and then shift right and left. So we're waking up the body, but we're the upper body while we keep the lower body strong. 8, 7, 6, 5, both sides are equally reaching. 2, now hands on the thighs, keep your little squat and do a flexion and an extension. Round, inhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, and exhale. Now right shoulder down, and then stretch side, left shoulder down, right shoulder down, left shoulder down. One more, right and left. Now flex all the way up and then take those arms up. Fingers can interlace. Do a little back bend, inhale. Do a little reach over to the right. Do a little reach over to the left. Take an inhale, arms up again, a little bit of a back bend. Make sure your neck is safe. And exhale, bring those hands back. Let the feet come back in together. Lift up and down with your calf raises. 2, bring in that inhale, fuller and fuller. And 4, heels are up. And 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and then 10. Now a little wider apart with the legs, and go forward with your arms and back with your hips, and inhale and let your tush go lower than your chest. So keep your chest up a little bit more, Betty, a little bit like kind of like you're trying to look up over a counter. Your glutes are low, but your chest is still looking up. Yeah, your arms are flowing. You can even flow through the fingers. Now we're gonna add on a little kick between. So squat, lift up your knee and kick. Squat, lift up your knee and kick. Now squat, lift up your knee and kick. Try to show me the bottom of your foot. So we're pulling the toes back, dorsiflexion. Sit down equally, and then one leg takes the weight. 50-50 leg distribution, and then one leg takes the weight. Sit, your hips stay level, and the heart rate might be getting up. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now take a little sideways. So go out to the side. Now flex and point the leg that's in the air. Flex and point. You can still flow through your arms. Higher as you get more comfortable. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, open the arms, open the legs, the leg. Now higher in the arms, higher in the legs. You could try a goal of keeping the foot off the floor the whole time. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we do a sequence, a squat and an abduction, a squat and an abduction. The arms go with the thighs, so forward, side, forward, side. Now as you squat, you're still mindful your knees are in line with your second toe. They're not knocking together. They're not splaying out. And let's take 4 more of the abduction with that. So 4, have a seat. 3, have a seat. This is TikTok. 2, have a seat. And 1, have a seat. Now hold, find a place that feels good to you, and take about 10 of these little pulses in a place that feels good for you. 9, 8, 7, 6. Yep, getting warm. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it. Find a place to hold. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7. Me too, Cheryl. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stand back up. Now a slight turn out. We're going to go 45 degrees. Now we're going to go inner thigh. 45 degrees out and inner thigh. 2 and 2. 3 and 3. Same leg. 4 and 4. This leg's working hard to balance you. 5, 5. Lift higher. 6 and 6 if you can. 7, 7. 8, 8. 9, 9. 10, 10. Other side, it's going to be out 45 degrees, then an inner thigh. 1 and 1. 2, 2. 3, 3. Higher as you feel better. 4, 4. Body is tall. 5, 5. 6, 6. 7, 7. 8, 8. 9, 9. 10, 10. Now lift up your right leg. Try to stay tall. Extend 10 times. 2, 3. Deep hip flexor strength. 4, 5, which is an area that a lot of people are weak in or too tight in that they can't fire as well. So keep that leg in. Up, no, that 10 on the other side. Lift, crease at the hip. 10 without leaning back. 2, keep that femur up parallel to the floor. Let the bottom of your foot face me at the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now on the circle. You can add your arms with this circle, or you can leave them on your hips, or you can put them in front like you're holding a tree. Breathe in and out. Bigger. 5, yes. 6, 7, 8, 9. Same leg, go backwards, backwards, forward. 1, still a circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go 10, 10 the other leg. Forward and around. Now they're getting bigger. Breathe in. 4. This leg is strong, so think of it getting stronger too. 7, it's like a root or a tree trunk. 1 more, it's solid. No matter what your body's doing, that tree trunk is solid. 2, 3, keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wonderful job. Now this is a little bit different, just tree pose. More static on the upper body. Once you have that, clap up, clap behind. Clap up, reach, and clap behind. 3, 3. Stretch your elbows long. 4, 4, 5, 5. Now hold the body up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Palms together. Add a rotation away from that knee. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Turn to me. Lower the foot. Do everything on the other side. Foot down, other foot up. Either your calf or your inner thigh is a good place. Now once your legs are good in tree, go arms up, palms touch, touch behind. 2, 2, 3. Really lengthen through your elbows at the top. 4, breathe in. Stay up tall at the top. Palms come together at the heart. Rotate away from the knee. Rotate to me. And then lower the foot. Perfect. Now either find a wall or a Pilates foam roller, and you're going to do single calf raises, meaning take one foot behind the other and go up and down. Now this is a single calf raise, but if it's too hard, do both. 4, knee is long, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now keep going. 9, keep going. 10, do 5 more if you can. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now the other side for 15, do touch something on these because we want to make sure you're lifting up. All the toes have weight at the top. And 5, strengthening that ankle too. 6, knee soft. 7, breathe in and out. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Second set, 15 and 15 if you can. You know, we've been working up to these. We've been doing 10s, but do what you can. The modification would be two legs lifting at the same time. Now take 5 more if you're on 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Other side, 15 here. Go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Looking good. Now come back to your first position. Now this is a slight turn out. Lift up both heels and lower. Now both heels probably feels easy after that single, right? 3, 4, releve. Good. 6, gonna feel a little. 7, a little bit more of those outer calves. 9. Now we are going to add on. So in the middle of this, we're going to take a leg out to dégagé. Both heels lift. Now the left leg, both heels lift. One leg, right leg, both heels releve. This is dégagé, releve, dégagé. Now the dégagé is disengaging the foot from the floor, but you could make it bolt-mon, which is a bigger kick. Both heels, bolt-mon, releve, bolt-mon, releve, bolt-mon. You got it. Patterns we know are good for the brain to prevent dementia. And the most effective way is with exercise to learn new patterns of coordination. Better than crossword puzzles because the body is getting more blood flow with this exercise. You can do crossword puzzles, sure, but when there's movement, the heart is pumping more and the brain that doesn't normally get more blood flow now gets some blood flow, more blood flow. One more set. Up, right, up, left. Now I'm going to cue us to get some water or a drink. Cheryl, I saw you got yours earlier. Good for you. Probably tilt down your screen a bit. And go into a down dog. That way, if you're there early, you can just walk it out. You bend that knee. Yeah, and you bend the other. Bend one knee, bend the other. Both heels lift, both heels lower. And leave the heels down and just push through your heels, lift up the sit bones. Now add on one of my favorite moves now is lift the heels, articulate through the lower back, middle back, up dog, tuck the chin. I think this one feels both yoga-ish and Pilates-ish. I learned it in a Pilates workshop to add that emphasis on the articulation on the spine. So you lift your heels, but then you really articulate lumbar, middle, upper back. Chest opens. Okay. We're trying to keep that spine mobile. You're as young as your spine. We want ours mobile and strong. Lift and open. Now let's do about one more depending on where you are in your sequence. Lift up the heels, open and inhale and exhale. Now go to your forearms, and when you're in forearms, walk your toes back so you're coming into a plank. Now you're in plank. Hold strong. Hold strong. Hold strong. Hold strong. Energize your legs. Push strong into the arms. Put your pelvis down. At this point, you're in a sphinx, but if you want to go higher, put your hands on the mat. Breathe. We're going to do a pattern of plank, swan, plank, swan, plank, swan. So now go to your forearms again. They're under your shoulders. Curl your toes, lift up. Hold, plank. Now rest your pelvis and hold your swan. And it could be sphinx for modified. It really looks good. Breathe in, neck is easy. Lower your forearms, plank, hold. Lower your pelvis, press. Breathe in. Forearms down, plank. Pelvis down, swan. Good job. That was our last one. Hold this for 20. Rest your arms like a pillow and then lift up both legs and do a tight flutter kick like you're swimming laps and you have a kickboard and you just need to kick your legs vertically. Tight vertical hamstring. Yep. Lift up your legs and flutter them up and down vertically. Hamstrings and glutes. Tight, 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 tight flutter. Now lift the legs and tap the feet together while they're in the air. The knees are off the floor too. Tap them together. Inner thighs, hamstrings, glutes. Now lower the feet, push up into a swan again and hold. Lower your torso, lift up your legs. Lower your legs, lift up your torso. Lower your torso, lift up your legs. Good. Lift your torso. So you're going back and forth. And hold this one again, 10. And push back into a toe under child pose, meaning your feet are stretching. So your toes pull under, they're vertical, your heels are vertical, and you push back. Go into a side plank. Now I like an extra mat here, especially since I have these floors now. So if you need to soften your mat up, do it, fold it. Now once you're up, let's move that arm underneath and then slowly open it beyond your body. Yeah, to get a shoulder stretch, get a chest stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we're going to be holding it after we do these 10. So after you do your 10, I've got one more here. Now hold it, another 10. Lower your hip, go to the other side. Now make adjustments if you need to support your elbow anymore. And go up first. Now exhale, you're going to rotate, but let the top arm go behind your body. 2, energize your knees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Now hold it up and just be there for 10. And then lower. Nice job. Now I'm going to offer that you do either a hamstring stretch or a reverse table or a reverse plank. So go up, here's reverse table, and go up 10. Nice. And then take your hands together. You're going to sit up real tall and massage your wrist in about 5 circles each way. Grab a sip if you'd like. We're going to go down and do some supine abs. And I'll just get it for ease before we go down. Lower down. Hands behind your head. Now rotate 20 times, crisscross, in a controlled pace. Now recover for a moment. We're going to do a second set, but we're going to pull our toes back. So let your hands come behind your head and now do 20 with your toes pulled back as if you're pressing through your heel. To modify, the legs are more vertical, or you have a big pillow under your head or a towel behind your head to support your head like a hammock. Take 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover for a moment with your feet on the floor. Now lift up your hips and do that 3 times, bridging. And then if you want to add on, put your right ankle on your left thigh and do 10 bridgings with 1 foot. If you would like to modify, you can hold your bridge with 2 feet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now let that foot down and do the other. And up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now lower, and then we're going to lift up both heels as an option. Now lift up and down with your heels in the air. If that doesn't serve you, you can keep your feet down, flat. If you would like to add on, lift up your right leg and do 10 on 1 foot with your heel lifted on the foot that's on the floor. Put that foot down and then take the heel up still, left leg up, 10, and lower your booty down to the floor. Sometimes it's an accidental thing. People just kind of stay up in the high part. Go down, hit your sacrum, go up. Touch your sacrum, go up. Do a big bridge. Now let your foot be down. Inhale, lower your spine and take your hands to each foot and hold on with your hands to your feet. But if you cannot reach, just hold on to your leg or your calf or whatever you can reach. You gently assist the knees down on either side of your ribs or towards the floor. They don't have to touch the floor, but just heading that way. Pull your toes back towards your shin too. Yeah, and that's a good one, Shireen. Rock a little bit. That helps relax things. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now reach your right leg up and lengthen your left leg. Now to add on, you can come up in your shoulder blades and then switch. Now when we do these supine abs, if your neck doesn't like coming off the floor that much, this is usually when people have more rounded back, or if their head is ahead of their upper body, like a forward head syndrome, it's okay to put a pillow under your head so you don't have to pick up your head off the floor just to get neutral. So what I'm saying is, to modify for the neck, one trick is to put a pillow under the head to start. Now pull your toes back. Now you have more hamstring stretch. 2. Now let your body rest, and this time take your hands to your feet, but let your knees be wide. Imagine you're a butterfly and your knees are your wings, and your knees are wide and your feet are towards each other, if not touching. 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Now take your right hand to your right foot the best you can and hold it in a stretch. The left leg is off the floor, the right leg's in a hamstring stretch.
If you would like to add on, put your left hand behind your head, ab crunch up and hold. Good. If you want it harder, left hand on your thigh. Now relax. Now you're going to take your left foot in your hand. Your right leg is off the floor. You're going to come up. Your hand can be behind your head or behind your thigh. On your thigh, excuse me. Feel your shoulders are off the mat. And then lower down. Now your feet are on the floor, curl up your hips. At the top of this bridge, neutral bridge, your knees are over the heels, do 10 little pulses with your glutes, not your low back. You're not overarching at the low back. Now let the knees touch, but don't move your feet, 10 little pulses. Knees go a little wider, 10 little pulses. Knees over the heels, lift up your right leg, and we're gonna add my leg pulls. Touch your hamstring, stretch every time it's up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lower that foot, take your other leg up, go into leg pulls. Let that foot down, inhale, lower. Now, the first part of this is just a basic crunch where your hands are behind your head and you crunch up. And that is plenty. If you want to add on, try lifting up your legs, lifting your pelvis and your shoulders at the same time. You don't have to, but it could be a double crunch, or you could just have your legs in the air and do the front crunch. So try 8 more, 7. Your lower back should not slap into the floor and your knees should not be kicking you. It's very much abs. If you're not sure, put your hands on your abdominals. They should be pulling in. Okay, I think we should add 4 more because I did so much cueing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take a full body stretch. Now you can reach through one arm, reach through the other, reach through one arm, reach through the other, reach through one arm, reach through the other. Leave your hands beside your hips. Lift up your right leg into a hamstring stretch. Draw a circle. And this is 8 circles this way. 2. Keep your shoulder blades on the mat, flat. Go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now we're going to let that leg down and switch up the legs. Now go into circles 8. Go the other way, 8. Now both legs come in, hug your legs a little. You might even rock right and left. Inhale. Now on your exhale, catch your hands behind your thighs and roll up. You might even kick a little. Now grab a sip. And we just did a long series on our back. So we're going to grab a sip and we're going to go back to some forearm planks. On the front plank, we're going to do a little shift between dolphin and plank. So when you're ready, your elbows go underneath your shoulders. You're in a plank, and then push your hips up to the sky and your heels towards the floor. That's dolphin. Now this is more of a hinge. You're going to go back to plank and then shift. Go back into plank and then lift and plank, and lift, and plank, and lift, and plank, and 6, and plank, 7, 8, 9. Okay, hold your plank. 10. Now go sideways, plank. Now take the arm up in the air and reach it over. You might even touch the floor and then bring it back to your hip. Your hips are going to lift up. They'll lower a bit, but they won't rest on the floor on the down part. Keep your arm in line with your torso if you can, or just ahead of it. Good. 8. See if you can feel the back stretch when you reach. 9, over your ear. And then we're going to take 10. I'm going to switch so I can see your face, my facing you, but you can turn your body if you want. Now inhale, and then exhale, push up and over. I like to imagine that I have paint on each finger and then I'm painting a rainbow. Big spread out hands, flat hands. Oops, there's my roller. 8, 9, 10. Very good. Go back to a front plank. Now we're going to do a flamingo series. So let your forearms be on the mat. Go to your forearm plank. Now get ready. Pull your right knee under and hold. 10. Put that foot back. Left knee under and hold. Put that foot back. Put your right knee to your left elbow. Hold. Put that foot back. Put your left knee to your right elbow and hold. Go back to plank. If you can add on, push forward and back 10 times. And lower your pelvis. Now I'm going to add on a swimming one called breaststroke. So have to move to make room for the arms, but you're going to take your arms really big. I still need to move. Really big circles and you go up. Keep going. I just need to move my mat. Now, big circles and then you lift. Lift. Big scapula movement. They're gliding up and down your rib cage. Your upper back lifts. Breathe in as you go up. 6. 5 more. We're adding more repetitions. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now your hands can be underneath your forehead and just bend your knees so it's kind of like a little windshield wiping movement. Now we're going to take hands beside your hips, lift up your torso and your legs, and you're just going to hold. Breathe in, lift. Interlace your fingers and lift up. Interlace your fingers the other way and lift. Now bend the knees. If you can, take a bow pose. If not, hold on to one foot. If you want to just hold on to your interlaced fingers, that's another option. But we'll take a couple of these bows. Good. Polly, I like that variation. And then relax for a moment. We're going to do it again and inhale up. Good. Cheryl, I like the way you're going up and down and up and down. Your breathing will let you move, but your neck is easy. You lead with your upper back, not your neck. Now come back, a bit of a child pose. Grab a sip if you'd like. And then have a seat. We'll do some seated Pilates. You're going to put your fanny on something, a mat, a pillow. Yep. Stretch out your arms. I have to make sure I'm away. Okay. Open to one side in a rotation. This one's called the twist. Now you rotate cleanly, meaning you don't dip a rib closer to the pelvis.
Rotate. Now just kind of notice, am I rotating more on one side than the other? If you are, just see if your conscious attention can help you rotate more to the other side without compensations. And just pure rotation right now, Jean, but we're going to add on. Now put your hands down and hold that stretch. Hold. Good. Breathe in, breathe tall. We know that thoracic rotation right here, flexibility, is key for preventing rounded shoulders, rounded upper back, excuse me. Now lift up your arms, and when you rotate, look at your feet. Has one shifted past the other? If they have, just anchor them together. They should be the same length out of your hips, and then rotate. Keep the feet the same length because your hips are stable. Face me. Keep your hips level again, so your feet should be even. Go up and over, up and over, up and over. Lateral flexion is critical for the back care too, and your shoulders. Breathe into the side that your ribs are stretched up to the sky. Keep the opposite hip anchored. Pretend like I'm pushing your hip down left when you go right. Pushing your opposite hip down. Now we're going to hold, so stay on one side. If you can, your elbow might even reach. Now, if you would like to rotate forward and back, please do. I get all sorts of great fibers. Generally rotating down is more QL back. Generally rotating up is more obliques. The shoulders benefit in all of these. Now go up and over. Now breathe, breathe, breathe. Come up, and we're going to do one more here in this seated. So legs out. And then Jean, this is when you like, so you rotate and then you saw off your toe. Ooh, my first one was tight. Saw off your toe. Now hips are not shifting, hips are stable. So your foot won't slide past the other one. Rotate. If you had a ruler across your heels on the floor, you wouldn't push that ruler. If you had a 2x4 on the floor, you wouldn't push it. Your feet stay the same place. Rotate, but your toes pull back. Try to pull your pinky toe back especially. Pull your toes back. Anti-shuffling, more stretching. Now take your feet a bit wider and just take an inner thigh stretch. Now your hands could be on the shin, the thigh, or maybe the floor. Just enjoy. 30. And then come back up. Grab a sip if you'd like. And take your shins on the mat. Now, please listen to your body. If you don't have comfort here, double up your mat. Take out a leg, because I'll just show you, because you're only on one shin now. So you could do that if you need. Okay, you go down away from your leg that's long. Yep. Good. 5, go down away from that leg and then vertical. Good. Go down away from that leg and then rotate up. And you don't have to get beyond vertical, because I want you to have tension the whole time. If you're not sure, put your hand here. This should be working. Abs, obliques. Now find a place that you're away from your leg and do 10 little pulses. Come up and stretch. Now your hands on your thigh or your shin. This is called the gate pose in yoga. Good. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And shin down, leg out. Fingertips to your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we are going to rotate. So dip and rotate, dip and rotate. Now find a pulsing place. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come up and over. Good. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe in. And up. Now we're going to take one called Maldrasana, and you can do this a couple ways. One is a forearm plank, and then that could be your move with the foot back. You can also do this on your hand. I'll show modified today. So just here or here. The top foot is on the floor like a bridge, and you're pushing your hips up. Your arm, I love to explore it. It feels so good in different places. Yeah, isn't that nice? And come down. Very good. Now I'm going to do the modified first, but the modified is side plank on your elbow. Then the top foot could go back like a bridge kind of, and then push up. Now if you want to add on, your hand is on the floor. Yep. Push. Now I like to play around with that arm too sometimes. And there's a good one right there. Ooh. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Now I'm going to have us do a bound angle if you can. If not, sit on a block and then do that. But the main goal is I'm trying to get your fingers a little warmed up here, palms down. Now this is your bound angle pose that you can hold. If you would like or prefer, you can do reverse plank with some leg pulls. So either one. The reverse plank with leg pulls goes long knee, you got it. 1, and then you alternate. We'll do 2. So long knees if you can. That's the harder variation. You could also do this with a table bent knee position. Now we'll just join everybody for a bound angle for another 10. Nice job. And then come into a hands and knees. Lift up your right foot. Lift up. Here's the modified left arm, right leg. Now, if you would like, push that foot into your hand. Oh, really good. Nice, Polly. Keep pushing, keep lifting, keep pushing, keep lifting. Now put the other hand and knee down. You can either stretch those other limbs up, out, or push, lift, push, lift, push. Push and down. All right, forearm plank. And you're going, actually forearm dolphin. Forearm dolphin is like an upside down V. We're going to do a small pattern. Lift up your right leg to the sky. Bend the right knee underneath you into flamingo plank. Lift up the same right leg to the sky. Bend the right knee underneath you, flamingo plank. Lift the right leg up to the sky.
Bend the right knee underneath you, flamingo plank. Right leg sky, right foot down, you're in dolphin. Lift the left leg up, sky. Left knee under, flamingo. Left leg up, sky. Left knee under, flamingo. Left leg up, sky. And up, and then lower, you're in a dolphin. Now you're in a shin move down, child pose. And come to a, actually grab a sip. We'll do some, I'm going to call it 21. We'll do some pronation rotation, which is meaning planks, 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 planks. Front, side, front, side, front, side. And you don't just jam through them. You make yourself pause for a moment, which is really awkward because you want to just flow and get through them. But try it. And it's like someone's taking your picture. Front plank 1, side plank 2, front plank 3, side plank 4, and it's the other side. 5, 6, like you're saying ta-da, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, good, 19, 20, 21. Rest your pelvis, press your hands into the mat. Now we're going to take swimming, which is right arm, left leg. Hover the face, hover the ribs, right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. If you want it harder, alternate faster while your limbs are off the floor. And come back, child pose for a moment. Rest your hips back, knees soft, hip, neck soft. We're going to take a set of push-ups. I want you to feel like if you need to go to standing, you can. If you would like to stay on all fours, you can. I like to make sure your knees are comfortable if you are down. And be don't worry about any shame. In other words, just do the standing ones if you want to. Do the knee ones if you want to. Just do the best you can. Sometimes we add extra shame, but we're going to appreciate and rejoice in the ones that we are doing. Your shoulder blades are down the back. Your ears are in line with the shoulder. You feel like you do in a crunch, an ab crunch. A plank is a really good ab exercise. Now, take a moment and rest. And just like before, just go to a comfortable fatigue. So maybe 15, maybe 20. Just go to, kind of didn't say a number, just let yourself go to a place where your form's good. You feel some healthy work. You feel some burning, but your shoulder blades are down the back. Your ears in line with the shoulder. So right now I'm starting to burn, but I've got good form and I know it's about time, and then come back. So that was fabulous. Now, wherever you are, we're going to take a shoulder stretch. Nice. One could be your interlaced fingers, or if you want, do a reverse prayer pose. Also, this ability to be kneeling on the floor is super important. Yep. If you can't, though, just do the best you can. Okay, either keep your stretch or join me in this. You dip your hip left, you go center. You dip your hip right, you go center. You dip your hip left, center. Now, if you can't get on the floor, do not worry. The kneeling is a big deal. But you look at,
Sometimes people have a story that I can't do this, I'm getting older, but you look at 103-year-old men in New Guinea skinning fish on the side of a river just because they keep getting on the floor. So we got this. That's it, one more. Nice. Now when you're ready, down dog ought to stretch all that out. Grab a sip if you want to. Grab a sip. Down dog ought to stretch all that out. Bend one knee, bend the other while you're in down dog. When you're ready, do 3 more articulations. Lift your heels, articulate through your spine. Rejoice in the flexibility and strength of your body. Heels pressed, lift up, rejoice. How cool is it that you can do all these things? Inhale, hold the up dog if you can. Exhale, curl. Jump or step forward. Get on the booty. Lie back about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, knee down, twist. Right arm out, left hand on that right knee. Breathe. Now go to the other side. Right knee long, left knee over, left arm out. Now you could be on your side for this next one. It can be a quad stretch, but if you would like to if you would like to get on your foam roller and lie on it to do it, you can. We did some hip flexions today. We do them every day, but so I want to stretch out this hip that was in flexion with the supine abs and then the standing psoas lift. So we are going to have strong, flexible muscles. So pull your ribs down, pull your pubic bone up, and breathe low. Breathe in through your nose and just expand the cells like a balloon would blow up as you blow into it. Expand them. You can even visualize that nourishment. And if you can add on an extra layer, you're releasing tension wherever you might accidentally store it. Let's say your hands, your neck, your eyes. Take that other side. You can be on the foam roller. You can lie on your other side. You can pull your ribs down. And there you go, Polly, that's good. The sideways is good for you. That's great. Your shin is under, or your shin, if you're on your side, your heels towards your booty. Breathe low. And you guys can add on legs on the wall. The legs on the wall, if you would like to make it a little different, I'm going to add on a leg wide one. So it's almost like a V. If that doesn't serve you, just put the legs up on the wall. But another way, if you have trouble with this one, but you want it, is just to put a yoga block under each thigh, and that prevents it from going too far, or a chair under each thigh. But just find a way to relax. Now, when you're ready, gently come back up. Oh, it's hard to come out of that. It feels so good. Come back up, come back up, come back up. Ah, we'll take a moment to put our hands at the heart. Now, just relax into your bones and really try to layer this breath with a sense of appreciation or love. Appreciation is just the same as love. So, love and appreciation towards your body for all that it has, all that it does for us, all that it did for us just this hour. And visualize yourself with an authentic visualization as strong, flexible, mobile, able, capable, standing tall, breathing fully, radiating, vibrant, full health. Just see that picture, visualize that, feel it in your body like all your cells are just vibrant with prana or life energy. And that is you setting the future. So it's making the future more predictable. Your brain doesn't know the difference. So you're setting that image of yourself. You're keeping yourself as you want to be. And whenever you're ready, let your eyes come into the room. And with so much appreciation to all these strong, vibrant bodies, have a fabulous day. Bye. Bye. Thank you.